all right? Habit number 4. Habit number 4. Healthy people enlist supportive friends. They never try to do it on their own. The healthiest people are those who actually have friends. And we call this the friend factor, the relationship factor, that we get healthy together. We're better together. That's why we emphasize small groups here at Saddleback Church. Saddleback, as you know, is the only church in America that has more people in small groups than actually show up on a weekend. This weekend, I think this weekend we'll have about 25,000 people in all of our services at Saddleback Church. But we'll have about 35,000 people in small groups. We have over 7,000 small groups at our church, and this year our goal is to grow to 10,000 small groups. Why? Because we know that's where people get healthy spiritually, get healthy emotionally, get healthy physically, and all these other. And in our small groups, we ask each small group to have a health champion, a Daniel Plan champion. Now, let me show you a couple verses from the Bible about the importance of you not trying to do this on your own. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, 9 and 10 says this: 2 are better off than 1, because together they can work more effectively. If one falls down, the other can help him up. But if someone is alone and falls, there's no one to help him. And that's true on any health plan or diet or anything else. If you're doing this on your own, you will not be consistent. You'll give up. It's why all your New Year's resolutions don't work, because willpower isn't enough, and you got to have other people in your life. Would you write this down? Everybody needs a buddy. Everybody needs a buddy. You need one person who will be your partner to help you, to encourage you, to support you, to hold you accountable, to work out with you, to talk with you, say, how you doing on the Daniel Plan? Everybody needs a buddy. That's why after this service is over, I'm going to encourage you to go out and get a copy of this book. Now, here at Saddleback, you can get this book half off what you'd pay for in a bookstore. But not only that, this weekend, when you buy this book, I'm going to give you a second one free. And the reason why is because I'm going to force you to take 2 books. Because if you only buy 1 book, you'll go home and read it and put it on the shelf and do nothing. You cannot do the Daniel Plan by yourself. Did you hear that? You cannot do the Daniel Plan by yourself. If you're trying to do it by yourself, you're not doing the Daniel Plan, because the Bible teaches that we need each other and we're better together. Now, look at what the Bible says about small groups, Hebrews 10:25. Let us not give up the habit, notice it's a habit, let us not give up the habit of meeting together. Have you given up that habit? Are you in a small group? Let us not give up the habit of meeting together as some are doing. Instead, let us encourage one another all the more. The purpose of a small group is to encourage each other, to help each other, to support each other, and you need to be in a group. If you're not in a group, we will help you start one, okay? You just go out and find one friend and say, will you do this plan with me for the next 50 days? That's easy. If you don't have a friend, I will buy you a friend. Okay, I will personally buy you a friend, and you can do that. Then you get that friend to find one other person. You got 3 people, that's a group. You don't need 10 people in a group. You don't need 12 people in a group. 3 people is a group. 2 people is a group. I want you to listen to Dee Eastman, the director of the Daniel Plan, as she talks about the friendship factor. Would you welcome Dee?
Thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's great to be able to talk about something that's so important to all of us. I've had the privilege for the last 3 years of being able to be on the Daniel Plan team and directing this, and it was the greatest joy when Pastor Rick asked me to lead it and to work with this team. Our wellness faculty has been absolutely amazing. But the thing that is most amazing for me, that I love the most, is working with all of you. We have 15,000 people online. We have people from 191 countries participating with us. And I love all of the Daniel Plan. But I think if you're going to really want to do what Pastor Rick says, what Mark Hyman says, what Tom Wilson says, what Daniel Amen says, in order to sustain the type of changes they're talking about, grab a buddy like Pastor Rick says. This is the secret sauce of the Daniel Plan. It's the friendship factor. The first year in the Daniel Plan, we found that People lost 2 times as much weight if they simply did it with one friend or in a small group. And they not only lost double the weight, but they had improved benefits in the area of sleep, in the area of energy, in the area of improved mood. Who wouldn't want an improved mood? Better energy, better sleep. And they were also able to decrease medications, decrease many chronic conditions, and really make amazing changes in their life. You know, we had an amazing person named Chloe Seals. See if her picture comes up. Chloe lost 155 pounds on the Daniel Plan. And you know what? Yeah, let's give her a hand. Chloe had a college friend, and that friend was coming to the Daniel Plan rally. And Chloe had hit a hard stride in her life and had put on quite a bit of weight since college. This friend invited her to the Daniel Plan rally. She was new to Saddleback. And she came, started with the plan, but the friend mentored her throughout that year. And she just steadily lost little increments of weight, maybe 4 to 5 pounds a month, but she did it for a year and a half, and she lost almost a full person, 155 pounds. I spoke to her, yeah, you can give another round of applause for that. It's an amazing amount of change. You know, the health benefits that she achieved were amazing. And the thing is, I talked to her yesterday, she's been able to sustain the weight loss and the health benefits for 3 years now. It's an amazing story of hope that's available for all of us here. You know, and what we learned with the Daniel Plan is that it wasn't new to us here in our first year of research. We were steeped in medical research. The New England Journal of Medicine has studies out saying that the most significant thing that will impact your health are the people that you spend time with. Health habits are contagious. If you eat with people that eat well, you're gonna eat better. If you hang out with people that exercise, you're gonna be more likely to exercise. I believe in your bulletin, there is an insert that has a few options here in our campus. We have things like volleyball, hiking, mountain biking, and there's a whole host of other fitness classes that are not even on here. We have Zumba, we have CrossFit, we have Stretch and Strengthen. We have some amazing fun classes. You can just email this if you want more information for times and locations. If you're not here on our campus, start your own group, grab some friends, walk around the lake, discover some movement you enjoy like Tom talked about, and try something new. But it's this friendship factor that will keep you going all year long. I love the photo of the woman crossing the finish line at the marathon. I want to spend time with people like that. People that are just thinking out of the box, trying something new. They're going to keep me going on my days when I'm low, when stress gets high and work gets full, or there's family issues at hand. People that are just moving in the same direction are going to build me up, build you up. We really are just that way for one another. It's really the body of Christ working together. Another story is a woman named Lynn. The part I love about this story with Lynn is that she not only got amazing physical benefits from working with the Daniel Plan, but she also received spiritual benefits, relational benefits, and emotional. She had a back surgery that she was needing to do, and chronic pain in her back. And she decided to do an alternative route before she tried the surgery. She went in, enlisted the help of a trainer, and a little bit over time, over a 6-month window, she was able to lose a full 40 pounds. She changed her eating habits, she changed some of her focus habits, and she really made vast amounts of improvement. And you know what happened? Her back pain went away. She didn't need the surgery. She was helped tremendously because of one person she enlisted named Ann. But you know what? Ann then invited her to her Bible study. She joined the small group. She started growing spiritually. She made a recommitment to her life to Christ, and she was baptized this year with Pastor Rick in March. It's an amazing story you can give her a hand too. It's an amazing story of community, and it's really what we so desire for each of you here, to grab one friend, to make these changes that you've heard about tonight together, and that you would join in a small group, that you jump in, that you do the Transform campaign that Pastor Rick's gonna tell you about that's starting next week, to make this a year of amazing life change, that you not only change, but that you're able to sustain all year long and beyond. Ecclesiastes 4:9 that Pastor Rick talked about earlier. 2 are better than 1 because together they can work more effectively. Friends keep you inspired. Friends keep you motivated. We have found that people will spawn and give each other new ideas. Just earlier at the rally, Jenny Ross came up and said, hey, here's a great breakfast smoothie. Here's a great way. One of the chefs, Robert, said, here's a great way to do meals on the run, and you don't have to go through the fast food line. You know, Daniel will talk about gratitude. Mark will talk about a food emergency. Tom will talk about fitness you enjoy. Pastor Rick is a host of ideas on spiritual growth. Those are the type of people I want to hang out with. Inspiration, ideas share, but you know what else? When life gets hard and you hit a bad day, it's that friend that you call at that moment that can lift you up, that can be behind you, that can say, you know what, there's grace in this. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Let's do this together. When you're ready for the double-double, then the extra latte, you know those days, and then you want to go through the drive-thru one more time. It's like the sweet, salty. You get the hamburger, and then a little bit later you need the ice cream, and then you know you go back for something else, the pizza, and then you need the latte again. You know, it's like we've all had those kind of days because life is stressful. And that's the key to the Daniel Plan is we get that. There are no failures on the Daniel Plan. The only failure is by stopping. Really, it's just picking up the next day and going, hey, this is part of life. I'm going to learn from that, and I'm going to keep going. But it's really that friend factor that can breathe a little grace, not make you feel alone in those moments, and to help you to keep going. So ultimately, the big message here with the friend factor is that we are better together. Like Pastor Rick says, every body needs a buddy. So I want you to think of one person you can connect with, the possibility of joining a small group and making this the most amazing year of life change in your life. Thank you so much.